Be our featured Kate Cullan. I think you were probably at the very first Elizabeth's Crazy Little Thing.
I think I was.
Yeah.
I was thinking to come when it was Shag's show too.
Yes. I've known Kate for a long time, since Joy Blue Days with Lisa Heminger. That's where we met.
Guys' parties.
Yes, and Guy's part. Where's Guy? Have you seen Guy?
I invited him to this.
Okay, but now she's made a name for herself as a comedian. We're very glad to have her, Miss Kate Cullan.
I love Elizabeth Barber. She is my girl.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. You guys, I'm so happy that spring is here, and I've finally accepted the fact that I am not going to look good in a bikini, and I don't care. Yes, you guys, I'm probably never going to make it into LA to be like a big-time movie star because my tits are real. And I don't have thigh gap. Yes, thigh gap, that thing where... Does anybody have thigh gap? Except for, overrated. That's what it is.
I do.
Yeah, you do. Men have thigh gap. And then, of course, if you're doing your thing right, then something hangs between there and you don't see it. But, yeah, I don't have thigh gap, so, I maybe be a character actress if I'm lucky, because I have a nice personality. It's true. Actually, I have 5 or 6 really nice personalities. I left them at home. Tonight, bitchy girl is here. Ooh, yay. People always tell me I'm way too nice, but we'll talk about that later. About lack of thigh gap and some Chicago history. People always used to blame the Great Chicago Fire on Mrs. O'Leary's cow. But I'll tell you something. Mrs. O'Leary, being a good Southside Irish Chicago girl, she liked her some old style and some deep dish, okay? So Mrs. O'Leary, obviously did not have thigh gap. And she was walking around one day and her little non-gappy thighs were just rubbing together, just like rub. And it just got so hot and boom, Chicago burnt down because Mrs. O'Leary was a cow. See, so that's a little something. I can talk about fat. I do have an eating disorder, you guys. I do. I have bulimia. And I have ADHD. So, I binge eat, but then, I get distracted. And then I forget something. I forget to puke. That's it. Yeah, I am just a squirrel and a couple of shiny things away from thigh gap and a size 2 and happiness. But, no, just snarf and barf without the barf right now, yeah. But I've been trying to love myself and do some good things. I bought a NutriBullet, not the kind you masturbate with, but the kind that you make those little healthy smoothies with, you guys. And I learned something very important. Kale. Kale is what makes the world go round, anything. Kale and cupcakes, kale and french fries, kale and Easter peeps, that's one of my favorites. I tortured some of those on Easter. It was amazing. Elizabeth was there. But my personal favorite is kale with some french fries, some chocolate syrup, a couple shots of Jim Beam, and some cigarette butts. My AA sponsor says I can still have it because there's kale, Yeah. I can. You guys, speaking of that, you guys, I've been sober for over 5 years, so give it up for me. Yes, I've been sober for a long time. But sometimes I just love the smell of Jameson. So if you can just let me smell some of that Jameson. Better yet, I really want to smell some cocaine. I don't want to use it, I just want to sniff it. Just... because nothing says spring like snow, Oh yeah, cocaine. I used to love that shit. I recently went on my first ever sober date. It was my first date ever that didn't end up with me sucking a dick in the bathroom while my date waited for me at dinner. Yeah, the guy who I was hooking up with That particular guy told me I look like a snack. Yeah, I got told I look like a snack. How cute is that? You know, I like to think of myself as Thanksgiving dinner. But hey, a snack is about right. You know, I'm a little something you might have at midnight, you know, on the sleigh. I have no nutritional value, but damn it, I'm delicious, and you know you want it, okay? You know you want it, because I'm a slut. And I'm proud of that. Because spring, as Jackie said, is a time for being Twitter-pated, or I like to call it twatter-pated, you know, just like, oh, give me some sex. But I've been trying to love myself more. Doing affirmations, because, you know, I looked in the mirror the other day and I said, Kate, I love you. And my mirror told me it just wanted to be friends. And then it asked me what I was doing later because I was looking like a snack. Yeah, that's kind of how I am. I'm doing also for my program thingy, I'm doing some of those amend things where you have to say you're sorry to people for crap you did. You guys, I was blackout drunk from like 1993 to 2013. My alcohol habit would be old enough to drink right now if I still had it, you know. I don't even know you back there, but I probably pissed in your car or slept with your husband. So, yeah, I'm just going to buy an ad on a bus with a picture of me. Do you know this girl? She's sorry. Not sure what she did, but she's sorry. Yeah. I'm a little crazy. Really crazy. I think about suicide sometimes because nothing says spring like killing yourself. Yeah, suicide people. These people that do suicide prevention crap, they don't know how to do their jobs. No. You know, you call them up, I'm going to kill my... No, don't kill yourself. Think about your family. They love you. You know, think about your future. No, you don't have a family or a future if you're really thinking about suicide, you guys. This is how it should go, you know? Okay. See, that's somebody thinking this is a suicide hotline right there. This is what you got to tell them, Shannon. And my sister would be good at this. Let me see, hi, suicide hotline, here's the deal. I'm Kate Cullan, and you should kill yourself. Because here's the thing. You have no job, you got fired again, you got dumped again from your girlfriend, and you are a 50-year-old man living in your mama's basement. Pretty sure there's a prostitute's torso in the bottom of Lake Michigan, and your DNA is all over it. Your record is 0-3, buddy. 0-3. I would not try anything major if I were you. Would not attempt it. You'd be the asshole who jumps in front of the train and actually lives. You don't want that. No. Blue Cross doesn't cover it, you know? Yeah. And speaking of suicide, I also kind of wonder this. Do you think serial killers look at today's school shooters and wonder whatever happened to craftsmanship? Yeah, it's like, oh my God, putting on a trench coat and just shooting everybody in the school, that's so Klebold 1991. You're such a hack. I hacked people, but you're a hack. Little school shooter. You know, back in my day when I was a serial killer, I only killed brunettes named Judy. Can't just go around killing an Elizabeth, because that would be barbaric, okay? That would be barbaric. Yeah, so I've been thinking about dating. Because, I swear to God, I should have been a serial killer at one point. I was thinking about this when I was torturing peeps at my Easter party, because it was really awesome. Back in the day, man, when we wanted to date people, you had to go in public and, talk to them. It was really gross. Now they have Tinder. You know, the Tinder, it's like Amazon.com for dick. Just swipe right and boom, dick shows up in your house. In an Uber. Then after you're done with him, you can send him home in the same Uber. And if you go home from his house on a Sunday, if that Uber driver wants his 5 stars, he better have some morning after pills. At least that's what I think, because I'm a slut. I say that like I get lucky. Yeah. So, I think that one app they need to have for these dates is one that's like, how many dates do you go on before you have to put out? You know, because I always either put out too soon and then I'm a slut and they don't respect me, or too late and it's like, well, I gotta go for somebody who will do bad things to me. Can't win. I would have my parents just set me up, you know, like the Muslims do and like people in the old country, but my parents are dead, so, plus they voted for Trump, so there they would have. My family wants me dead. Just wanted to share that with you guys. My family wants me dead because, well, we have one more funeral before we get the free one at Bates Gold because a lot of people have died lately. So yay, spring. Spring is when I think about death because everybody in my family dies in March and April. So one year for my birthday, my sister got me a bottle of wine, some wine glasses, and the Black Swan on DVD. I mean, you just add the sleeping pills and the razor blade and you've got your own do-it-yourself suicide kit. But then for Christmas last year, my other sister bought me a carbon monoxide scented Yankee candle. Brown sugar pudding my ass. It was more like, I want you to die. It's supposed to have a ring at the bottom. She said something about, I love you, dear sister. Here's a little something for those times you want to get away from it all. Yeah, she said that. So, I mean, after my latest Bumble date didn't work out, I was really sad and I was going to light my candle. And I went into the bathroom and I closed all the vents and, put the, made sure that there was no air coming in to save my life. And I stripped down naked and looked in the mirror, you guys, and I just said, no, I cannot be found dead naked in this bathtub. Not before I lose at least 50 pounds. So I'm going to Zumba now. Yeah, I'm standing next to Susie, who's like trying to lose her baby weight, and Jane, who's trying to get that hot spring body, and then of course Becky, who's trying to look hot for her wedding. And they're like, Kate, what's your inspiration? And I tell them, I'm just trying to rock my suicide bod. Yeah, trying to be the hottest one at the funeral. By the way, I'm registered at Bates and Gould, because registries for those times when you're sure. And paramedics are hot. See, that's the whole thing. Paramedics are hot, you guys. And when those hot paramedics see my dead, naked body in the bathtub, I want them to at least consider necrophilia. Yes, I do. And I'm going to close. I almost forgot to tell you this one last really intimate thing about me. Because you haven't heard enough intimate stuff about me, have you? I'm very afraid of accordions. I look at those keys up there and I'm like, God, tell me that's not an accordion. Accordions are creepy and gross. I mean, I'm not afraid of any of y'all or even eating shit on this stage, but man, damn it, Jackie, if you play the accordion, I would be so scared of you. So glad you don't. I am not afraid of a zombie apocalypse, but I'm really scared of the zombie Oktoberfest. I'm not afraid of, like, a gang raping me in the alley, but I'm afraid that they're going to play their accordions. I'm afraid this monkey is going to turn into accordion and try to eat me. It's really scary, I'm not afraid of being stood up in my wedding, or my funeral even, because let's face it, funerals are better anyway. You wear black, way more flattering. But I am afraid that my groom will jolt me at the altar and I will be dumped by a mariachi band with an accordion. Yeah, horror movies don't scare me, but I'll tell you, Lawrence Welk reruns, scary shit. I'm not afraid of Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un starting World War III and killing us all. I'm really afraid they're going to start a polka band, though. I'm not afraid that, like, I'm going to die alone in my house because it's just me and my cat, and no one's going to find me, and then my cat will eat my face. I'm afraid my cat Delilah's going to start playing the accordion and just drive me crazy. And then she'll eat my face because she's that hungry. And we've just found out she's allergic to chicken. Yeah, I don't know how much more time I got, but I'm going to end up with this one, you guys. Don't eat free-range chicken. Don't eat it. It's bad for you. See, because you're playing a sick practical joke on the chickens. Yeah, the ones in the cages, you know, they get it. They know what's going on. But not Mr. Free Range. He's running around with his little chicken dreams and his little chicken goals, you know, just clucking away like he's top of the world, you know. And when the slaughter man comes to get him, he thinks he's going to college. Yeah, I got news for you, little chickie. Chickie. If you were going to college, you'd be hocked to pay my student loans. And you're not going to DeVry. You're going to die. Personally, I like to know the chickens I ate were really depressed and that they committed suicide just to be part of my Chick-fil-A sandwiches. Yeah. That being said, I like my Easter eggs like I like my tequila, discreetly hidden in the backyard on Easter Sunday. I'm Kate Cullan. That's my time. You guys are awesome.